Hey, Queenie.
Hey, Doc, I love Wednesdays now.
You do? Guess what?
What?
We have a class today,
My favorite day, too. I think every day is my favorite. I just need to be honest.
especially Mondays, though. I think that was your most favorite, right?
Yes, I think you are correct. Yes.
Well, guess what we're talking about today?
Doc and Queenie.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I'm sure everybody just went bye-bye.
yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got to make sure my volume's down. I'm watching us. Oh, that's from yesterday. I'm waiting for us to pop up on Facebook on my phone.
There you go. Seriously.
There it is. All right. So, oh, put the volume down. Yes, welcome everybody to Doc and Queenie classes. Today we're going to be talking about using AI for your business.
AI. I've heard of that, and I think it stands for artificial intelligence, right?
Correct. Yes. So you get a history lesson and you get a cultural lesson, and then we'll go a little business lesson on there, I guess, sort of.
Nice. All right. Well,
So
I am definitely ready. This is exciting. I know just enough about AI to get myself in major trouble.
same here, even though I use it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
It is wonderful because it's the good old, like you say, push a button, and that's how you work with AI. Push a button, see what it does.
Yeah,
So
I like that right off the bat. Well, I'm excited. And thank you all for joining us today on Doc and Queenie classes. We meet on the fourth Wednesday of every month at because we want to keep the timing, of course, consistent. But the fourth Wednesday kind of gives us a little bit of a let's think about the whole month kind of thing. And so we are closing out Q1 of this dynamic year with Doc and Queenie classes. So, Doc, the stage is yours.
cray cray. Okay, I'm gonna do a share screen here.
Sure, absolutely. Definitely excited to have you teach us all about artificial intelligence.
All righty. I've got so many, I've got so many, hang on, so many buttons to push today. There we go.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
we
can't,
love buttons, right? We love buttons.
yes, we do. I can't find where I need to go. So I'm going to do like a little mini presentation here.
Oh,
So,
cool.
um, here we go.
Boom. Does it have sound?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you haven't turned that on yet. Remember how to do that up at the top where it says
today's AI,
option
I think I
class?
just
There
did
you
it,
go.
is
Yeah, you got it.
strictly informational. Let me go back, share with you a little bit of
Yeah.
history, how it's in
Just back
our
up the video. Yeah.
culture. Thank you, Queenie. Okay,
Welcome.
hopefully everybody's got sound. I know we've
Uh,
got a bunch of people on here.
Perfect. Yeah, we've got sound and video. So video and
Sorry,
audio are
guys.
up and running. That's okay. You're good.
Okay, we'll try it again.
Cool.
All right, thank you, Queenie,
Uh-huh.
and go. Welcome, everybody, to Doc and Queenie classes. I am so thrilled that you are here, that you have joined us. Today's class is going to be talking about using AI in your business. So let me get started. In today's AI class is strictly informational to share with you a little bit of history, how it's in our culture, how you can use the AI tools in your small business, and I'm going to highlight some of the AI tools that I use in mine. So let me show you. So our first question is, what is AI exactly? Now, AI, a good short definition, is that AI enables machines, computer systems, to mimic cognitive functions. Functions like learning experiences, solving problems, and even learning language. So, when did AI start? You're getting a history lesson today.
I love that.
Artificial intelligence, there was a study done by Dartmouth College. They had a conference and they were talking about creating machines or computers that could think and act like humans. So I just shortened this little information. A milestone was they created mathematical theorems, and it's the first neural network in 1956. So AI has been really around since 1956, which is
Whoa.
incredible when you think about it.
I think everybody thinks it started in 2020.
Sometimes you wonder. So, how do we use AI in our modern culture? I did it. Well, I used AI to give me a list, and I just pulled out a few things, just a few things in our culture. Finance, you can find it. Fraud detection, risk assessment, customer service, education, of course, personalized learning. It's big in adaptive learning platforms, grading and assessment, transportation, traffic, those stoplights, that kind of thing is all AI. Predictive vehicle maintenance, when you have the light go on in your car nowadays, my light always goes on when I need to add air to my tires, or I need to go in for an oil change. Route optimization, your maps, your Google Maps, your Waze app, on how to get to where you're going. Retail, of course, is supply chain, inventory, customer service, marketing. They do a lot of marketing, AI tracking when you're on social medias, what you're looking at, so they can target your advertising. They try and personalize it to what you've got. Sentiment analysis, that's kind of like they do a lot of surveys. How did you feel about this? What did you think when you saw, this color or this advertisement? Those kinds of things. Security, of course, it's big. Cybersecurity, threat detection, video surveillance, and of course that's in our homes and banks. It's all over the place. And then I threw in Uber because even Uber uses AI for, of course, their routing and navigation, matching riders and drivers, and then fraud detection. So it's pretty big in our culture. So if we think that it's not anywhere, we're kind of, I think we might be a little naive if we don't think it's in our culture, because it's definitely in it. So how do we use it in social media? Because those of us that are business owners, we're talking about it from a business sense. How is it used? Many a different ways. I took the big four. LinkedIn, they use it definitely with job recommendations, content recommendations, skill assessment, recruiting, advertising, connecting people, all of that. Big time on LinkedIn. Facebook, your news feed, the ads that pop up. Messenger, Marketplace, live streaming, all of those are AI based. YouTube, content recommendations when you're surfing around YouTube. Video classifications, if you're searching for something, it helps classify things. So when you have a word, it'll go straight to a list. And we all know, when you're doing how to do an AI class, it'll bring up a bunch of videos. Ad targeting on YouTube and also live streaming. And then Zoom, it cancels out the background noise. It records meetings. It's got speaker tracking, and then it's got automatic transcripts. All of those are AI based in our social media. So it's quite a big thing, wouldn't you say, Queenie?
That's why I was just noticing, Doc, it's phenomenal when people think it's brand new, AI is scary, blah, blah, blah. And you think it's been around since 1956. It's just a matter of we didn't call it AI, or it wasn't a universal term yet, but it was used in absolutely everything. And now you can see how we have segued into how it's used now. I really appreciate these lists. This helps a lot.
Yeah, it puts it into a perspective, I mean, and it does, when you think about it, it makes, the positives. It makes life easier. It makes business easier. So they also use AI in research, and from a business standpoint, I'm gonna AI in research, and I use ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot, and I'm going to just, I'm getting an internet unstable. Hopefully I will stay here.
We
I'm
hope
just
you
like,
stay here for sure, Doc.
so I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can use ChatGPT. I'm shifting from all of this historical stuff into the business part. I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot, and I'm going to show you the differences on how I use it in my business. Just a general way I use my business. I'm a content creator. So I'm doing ebooks, I'm writing blogs, I'm creating newsletters, I'm creating YouTube videos, I'm creating courses. All of that has scripts, all of that has information. So a lot of times I use ChatGPT. Let me go to my listy here, trying to make it an easy. Um, hang on just a second. Sorry.
It's a shame you don't have a few more windows open.
And I'm trying to get, I keep getting pop-ups here. So this is not happening.
This is one of those perfect examples. Technology is fantastic, especially when it works.
Yeah, well, I've got the entire share screen thing on here. You know what? I'm gonna take it off share screen for the minute so I can get to where I need to go because it's not happening.
Yeah, that's why I
So
say it's all these different buttons that you get to push. And for those of you watching with us, again, thank you for joining us live or certainly on the replay. But the rest of the story is all of these navigation things. First of all, we get to learn together. But second of all, when you're doing presentations for your teams, and especially when it's on Facebook, make sure you keep your camera on because if you turn your camera off, you disappear off the Facebook live feed. So
yep.
all these little things that we learn over the years are amazing. So Doc, keep pushing buttons. We can't wait to see the rest of this.
Okay, I'm going back.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna have to do this back and forth, and I apologize,
No,
everybody. But
that's
I've got
that's totally great.
so ChatGPT
Uh-huh.
is a biggie for me. And so I created, and I'll show you, I created a video, but I wanted to see what vegetable you can directly sow in early spring. So this is just using ChatGPT 3.5, which is, it's not their latest, but what I like about it is it's very simple. It gives you lists. For me, it's a good jump off point because if I cannot come up with like, did I miss something? I want to give the top 10. Oh, I missed Swiss or oh, I missed turnips. It'll give me that information right away. It is really interesting with ChatGPT or any of these types of informational AI. It's all about prompts. You hear, how do you prompt? How can you ask it the right questions? Um, for me, it was very simple. I use it in a very simple way, but this chat GPT also has, and I'm going to ask the same question and I'll show you, it's got web access, which will open it up to other creators, other gardeners, and it'll give me actually watch this. Hang on. Can't spell.
Yeah. That's a challenge.
Watch how it responds with the web open. Of course, now we have to wait. Searching. Okay.
Oh wow.
So it gives me resources. So if I need some more information, I could just go to the Empress of Dirt here and she can give me pictures. So it's a great resource. And it's great to see also from a business standpoint, people in my niche see what they're doing and how how they are talking about it. It gives me a bounce off point, like I said. So ChatGPT is one of my major go-tos for that type of thing. They also have on here one-click prompts. I'm just trying to think of a way to ask. Um, uh,
Doc, I was just going to ask you that, by the way. How do you know how to ask? Like, how do we learn that?
it's a good question, Queenie. It's basically practice, practice, practice. And then I
Okay.
also use YouTube
Okay.
to help with different ways to prompt. Now here you can see it's basically the same answer, but I have a lot more because I used a prompt on resources.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Empresses of Dirt seems to be their thing today. 12 vegetable seeds. There's 11 vegetables for epic gardening, Longwood Gardens. And what I like to, one thing to note, their sources are, they don't normally pick all of the top people. They mix it up, which is really good to see. You know, Martha Stewart, I think she's kind of popular. Um, she's pretty big. This Epic Gardening guy is very big. He's got over 1 million followers. So they kind of pick and choose to give you a very well-rounded informational source. So, but to learn the prompts, it's kind of a, it's a learning process in itself. I've used it. Here's one. Write for me a description about direct sow seeds for my YouTube video. That is a prompt, and I'm telling it what to do. I'm giving its parameters. Oh, see, now it's giving me a list because I think I have the web access on it. So I'm going to turn my web access off. And now I'm going to tell it shorten and summarize. And summarize. It's still giving me list. Okay.
Well, I was
so
going to say, it's very cool as soon as you ask it for a list and it gives you the list, instead of having to go back and say, from this list, please summarize, you just tell it what to do because it's still open on your subject.
It's still giving me a list, but it's, you know, it's a matter of balance on. So it's giving me a summary. And now I'm going to tell it work, the benefits, oops, and steps, well, benefits, steps, and tips into the summary. It's even correcting my grammar, but I don't care.
Yeah, seriously, don't put any ads and prepositions hanging around and all that stuff.
So that kind of gives you an idea. I'm not asking the right question because I keep getting this broken out. But that's how you learn how to prompt it. So, but Chat GPT, I use it also because it's free. So another free resource in the same kind of AI mode is, let me go to my Copilot. It's a Microsoft product, and I'm gonna put in direct sowed seeds in spring. I actually like Copilot because it gives me pictures. I'm a very visual person. So here's a major thing. You can go to that resource. They also bring up questions out of that topic that you can throw in there. When's the best time to sow? So Copilot's going to answer it for me. Copilot also, it's more visually based. ChatGPT is very basic, but here you can see what I did in searches off to the side. There's a box in my recent searching. Here's the answer to best time to sow seeds. You've got all of these resources embedded into what it just told me. It's not necessarily lists like the ChatGPT. And then here's your websites that you can hit. So I kind of take the two and I compare each, you know, and I'm a skimmer. When I read, I will skim just to see if there's anything new out there or any new ideas. Plus, the Copilot is helping me as far as giving me other questions to ask or answer, I should say, in my content. So those are your two pieces. I'm going to jump back here. Bear with me, everybody. We're going to go back to our presentation.
Is Copilot relatively new, Doc? I haven't heard you mention that much before.
Yes, it's relatively new. I want to say in the past 2 years. I'm trying to remember when it actually popped up. It might be a year old, but it's fairly new.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been using ChatGPT for over 3 years. We are into Microsoft products, so this Copilot happened to pop up, and I just decided to explore. So I use the two for content creation. It's super simplified. So that is one way for, you know, and I'm talking content creation. So other things that you can use, because I'm a content creator and a majority of my content is through video. YouTube is a fantastic source for content creation. of course, we talk about it all of the time, Queenie. We can put in YouTube different questions, how to create an AI course through Canva. Canva has its own also YouTube channel. So YouTube is great. And then I use these two. I use vidIQ and TubeBuddy. They're a little bit similar in the fact that they're more analytical, and they help you with your analytics on how people, how long they're looking at your video, how much time they're spending looking at your video, where they live, are they male or female, what percentages. But I'm going to
Very
show you
specific, like
very
very,
specific.
yeah. Wow.
And then both vidIQ and TubeBuddy. In addition, and I'll say YouTube also help you with your titles. They rate the titles on if it's going to be popular or not, what's popular right now. They rate it from 0 to 100. I always shoot for, and I'll show you this when I get to my YouTube page, I always shoot for something that's 60% or higher. Because that will bring in more people to watch your YouTube video. Those kinds of things. TubeBuddy does the same thing. They just have their own, their own approach. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So gotta jump around to more screens. So we will go first to my YouTube channel. Don't fail me now, computer. Okay, there we go. So today I created real fast a video on what to plant in spring. And okay, there we go. I've got everything is blocking everything here. That is my biggest problem. So this is, if anybody's not familiar with creating, I kind of talked about this before, but with YouTube, this is what you look at when you are downloading a video into your YouTube channel. And this is my vidIQ AI assistant, which can help me with giving me title suggestions. So I'm going to just show you what it'll tell me to do. So it gives me a list here: secrets for successful spring planting, avoid those common spring planting mistakes, spring planting goals for gorgeous gardens, level up your spring planting game, essential tips for thriving spring planting. Those are all topics related around my title, what to plant in spring. Also, it looks at what I've said on my video, and it kind of, gives me ideas from that also. So I'm not going to use any of those at this moment, just showing that for ideas.
Doc, hang on a second. Is this
Sure.
that you're showing us is what you just showed us free?
Yes, this is free. vidIQ is free.
Okay.
It is limited. And I'm pointing right now, I only get, they call them credits. I only get a certain number of credits per month. And that's to be used in, title creation, description creation, and a few other things, which I will show you. I'm going to go to their website to show you what else they can do. If they do have everybody has a subscription service. I think it's $17 a month, and that gives you more tools to use. And it also gives you more credits. But I like to stay as free as possible, because I just, I could be broke by the time I'm done with all of the different platforms I use.
Yeah,
So
seriously. Wow.
yes, so it is free. I was talking about optimized scores. This is what I was talking about earlier. It rates your video based on, it's reading your video. It's based on your title and what you have said. And I'm going to expand this. I always shoot for 60 or above. And here it breaks it down to, it's clear what my video is about. It's easy to understand. My title isn't too long. And then high priorities, as far as, and that's 80% of the score are these check marks, is this list. My title invokes emotion, not really. So I could experiment with how to be successful, what to plant in spring, or something, and that's where I would go back to ChatGPT and ask it specific prompts, put emotion into.
Oh, wow. I was just going to say, what to plant in spring for gardening success. Is that too long? Because
Well,
I feel like you're appealing to their, make sure something doesn't freeze or rot or whatever happens. And wouldn't that be a cool thing? like for gardening success. And I don't know if that's a search or anything, but is that too long of a title actually?
No, it is not. And look what just happened to the optimization score.
Okay.
And look, my title invokes desire.
Okay.
So, uh, just for anybody that is doing YouTube, what I've learned is if you keep your title under 52 characters, here's your characters right there.
Uh-huh.
Um, you get a higher number of people that are interested. It
Okay.
holds them in because you don't get lost in the title.
So under 50.
Under 50 would be a good way to put it. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
So down here on this list, let's see if I can go because we're still looking at the optimization. Oops.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's not
Yep.
going to let me. This is filling in other things. So you've got your description, and I can get it. I'll get another recommendation. Oh, got to put in my keywords. Success, planting, early spring. So we will see what it generates. Of course, I got a slide down there. Here's what it's generated. Getting ready to have a successful gardening season by planting these key veggies and flowers in early spring, from hardy greens to colorful blooms. This video shows you how to plant bountiful garden.
So you don't
That's
put hashtags in your description?
I do not.
Okay.
I will put it in my title,
Okay.
and my title, I put 2 to 3 hashtags. Your
Uh-huh.
hashtags in your title should not be longer character-wise than your actual title.
Okay.
So actually, I will put shorts, or actually, this is a short, so I will put shorts because there's 875 million people that use that tag. In
Oh, my-
garden, there's only 100.3, or I'm sorry, yeah, 1.3 million. Oops, if I could spell. So that's basically what my title will look like. And it's the optimization score is re-scoring, and I'm at 80, which is pretty good. Yeah, so it's great with the vidIQ, so it's giving me that option. I did not talk about flowers in this video, so I'm going to look at their other choices. Yeah, I can, of course, edit that. And you've got 3 choices. So it's great that way. It also helps me with thumbnails. It will generate one, or I can just pick my own. I'll go further down here. It will also help with tags. Tags is only 20% of the algorithm or the AI that is reading the video, but it helps people when they're looking. So if somebody's looking for gardening, organic gardening, gardening tips, those are your top tags that it'll show up. And then it'll give me a whole plethora of different topics for those tags. Just to note on your YouTube videos, 450 and here's your characters again. 450 is a real good number to have in your tags. Another AI piece, add your key search term. So we're going to say early spring planting. That will help. Okay, I'm trying to see what else, but you've got a pretty good idea of how this works with vidIQ. TubeBuddy, I can exit off here for a moment. TubeBuddy, they give you a list of tools. What I love, here's a keyword explorer. Let's do early spring gardening, since we're on that again. Let's explore those keywords. And here is where it's going to show me, if we get there, spin, spin, spin. Yes. It's a little more analytical. This is the overall score. The unweighted score, as it says here, is how it will be in search volume and competition throughout YouTube. Weighted is in my niche. So early spring gardening is fair. It shows you the search
oh my
volume,
goodness.
not a lot. Competition is okay. The strength of that is very strong. I usually look for things in the green.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
And it also shows you number of monthly searches estimated at 890.
Oh my gosh.
Results out there, 12.9 million. So it's pretty competitive when you're in the red and orange, and even halfway through the yellow, there's tons, excuse me, of competition. That's just in YouTube. Now, if you go to Google, it gives you the names of others' videos, video topics. It'll give you, come on, video topics on it, and then common tags that are associated with that. So of course, gardening's at the top, organic gardening, garden tips. So this really can help you through AI, narrow down what is going to get results with a title, just a keyword, title. So on TubeBuddy, and then let me show you a little bit more of TubeBuddy here. They've give you suggestions on your shorts. It'll help you with, generating thumbnails. They'll pull something from your video. And so you won't get, a lot of times when I first started this, you would put your video on there and it was always pulling the worst possible picture of your face, and it would put it right on there. And you're like, I don't know why nobody's not clicking on my video. Maybe it's my ugly face.
Oh, I love that, because usually, of course, I'm going.
Yeah. Or I'm going like this,
I know,
So,
seriously.
So there's a lot to, go through. Video analytics, which is my thing.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
To everyone that
say, so they go straight to their YouTube channel. Stop. So they've got a lot of
has
YouTube.
a story to share.
That-
Meet the
Sorry about
Nerdiverse.
that. They have their own channel.
Uh-huh.
So it's very, very helpful. They even rate their own YouTube, as you can see on the right-hand side here. They even rate their own YouTube on, it got 128 Facebook likes. There's comments. So it's really, if you're really into analytics and seeing how something performs, you've got all of this AI stuff at your fingertips. Total views on this particular video was 91,000.
Oh my gosh.
They averaged 18,000 a day. They've had 541,000 in the past 30 days. They had 7,000 subscribers in the last 30, so it's all of those kinds of things that TubeBuddy is fantastic at. YouTube has their own, and I'm going to see if I can try. Oh, here we go again with the screen. I'm losing there we go. I'm going to see if I can try and show you what I look at. Let me move us over. Okay.
Your channel's amazing, by the way.
Thank you. I knew it was going to happen. Always pops up. Sorry. Now you get to listen to me talk.
Hi everyone, it's Laura Christine and welcome to the Kitchen Garden Expert YouTube channel. I love educating and empowering all
Slow
levels
internet.
of gardening. So take a look around at all of the videos. If you have any
See, that would be a thumbnail if you can see my video there. That would be
Oh, I know. So we can see your video, and that's exactly how they pick me, with my mouth open every time.
So for your YouTube channel, you can go and they've got here we go. They've got analytics to your heart's desire. It's all AI based. Excuse me. And I'm just going to show you just a little bit and then we'll move on. I've got 451 current subscribers, 34 in the last 28 days. I've had 10,000 views in the last 28 days. My watch time hours are down. I never know what to do with that. It also shows me the top videos. Seedling containers. I just did this yesterday, and this is in the past 48 hours. Time for spring watering. I got 8 views, but it's funny. It goes up and down, but you can see that. Here's my video analytics. Gives me a real good overview with charts if you're into charts. This video that I did, and this is the containers. I had it yesterday. You can even move and you can see in 4 hours, I had 4 people. or I'm sorry, in 4 hours, I had 452. And you can see how it grew. 20 hours, I got up to the 500 mark, almost to the 500 mark. You can see how far your reach goes. I'll move over here. How many chose to view it? This is an analytic. If you're really into it, you want to get that viewed, of course, as high as possible. When you get into the 80s, you're in trouble on your swiped away. So I'm kind of I'm doing okay. It shows you how many people, searched, how many picked it off channel, but most of my shorts come on a shorts feed, and that's all based on the algorithm, AI, on what they're searching for. So YouTube, and we've talked about this before, YouTube is designed to, as a creator, I have to create things that people are interested in, and YouTube takes that and gives it to people that they think are interested in it. That's their function. It's not to shore you up, really. So when you think about it that way, it kind of changes the game. So those are different analytics. AI analytics is real good in the YouTube realm, video realm, TubeBuddy, and YouTube and vidIQ. Sorry, drawing a blank there. So let me go back to Canva.
Well, I wanted to ask while we're on the analytics piece, Doc, the reason the analytics are probably so important is because once you know what these numbers are, and obviously you would want them higher, better, bigger, then you would know how to adjust your videos, your content, your hashtags accordingly. Is that the point?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that all together, because I'm getting deep into the just the analytics, because that's my thing.
Yeah, you are definitely analytical, but if you did not know what your analytics were, you would not have gotten so many views, so many responses, so many comments, so many emojis, all those things. You wouldn't have gotten where you are now if you had not watched your analytics to know how to restructure your hashtags and your titles and all those things.
Yes, and to be totally transparent, it's constantly changing. So it's a constant changing process to figure out.
Yeah, as soon as I tell somebody, I'm going to teach you something, as soon as I do, forget about it because it's different now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like I said, I use the AI and social media on YouTube, vidIQ, TubeBuddy are great if you're producing things and you really want it to take hold and move forward. Another AI thing I use is called WordTune. And got to go off my screen again here. Let me see where I put WordTune. I tried to divide everybody up. My computer is notorious for shutting down when there's too many windows open. So WordTune is great if you're writing blogs, newsletters, or even just to kind of check your description. It is free. It is limited. Now let's see, write or paste your text here. You can have it rewrite in casual language, formal language, shorten it or expand it. I've had it when I've done my newsletters, and I'm actually right over here. Let me just show you. Let's talk about. We're going to use it. I'm going to have it explain why it's fun for the whole family in springtime.
While the computer is actually pasting in all of that, do social media platforms pick up that you are using AI, or can they tell when you're doing AI generated content?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And it'll pop up more so in searches, in my search engines. Yes, definitely. It's all about customized, and we see the cookies thing is one. It's all about customized. How many times, for example, Queenie, you and I have been we talk about gardening, and then you have stuff pop up on gardening, and you're just like,
Absolutely. How to build a garden box, and I'm going, did you mean that to come to me?
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and here's an example. So I just asked it, so it's added to what I just did. I would like the language. We'll see how far this, I can't remember how many times I can use this at this moment. And some of them, word tune, I think it's like every couple of hours they update it. So you have to wait. So it's like, if you're doing the free edition, make sure you have most stuff, written out pretty close to where you want it. I use this a lot to check grammar or change words, but I will also show you other ways to do that. So we're going to do this. We're going to just change that. So it's pretty cool. It gives you an option, but it is limited because it is free. Another thing I use is Power Thesaurus, and we've talked about this a lot. It's great for anything. So let's use another word for sow, since we're talking about gardening. Plant, seed, scatter.
There's only
then hit-
871 choices, so I guess you're okay, right?
There's only, and if I need the definition, I like this too. It's a noun. It's a female pig. Not sure that's what I'm talking about.
Which would not be a sow. I'm sure it would be a sow. So nice try.
Yeah, they'll even put it in sentences. I mean, and then you also have a thesaurus. So
Oh
try and
my
say that.
gosh. Yeah, seriously.
So this is free. Thank you, Lisa Fredrickson. She helped us with this about a year ago, and
Yeah.
I use it crazy. I use it when I'm stuck on my writing. I'll use this. Yeah, so that is another AI wonderful thing to use. See, let's see what let me go back to my presentation. I'm constantly moving us all over the place. So those are some ideas. Are there any questions out there, Queenie, that you can see?
That's why I've been looking forward to make sure that everybody is on track if they need help. And that's why, yeah, make sure that our video is on. So, but that's why I've been watching Doc, and I haven't seen any technically yet.
Yeah, so these are main AI tools that I use in my business, whether it's blogs, newsletters, videos, articles.
Lisa does say that she loves TubeBuddy. So Lisa loves TubeBuddy as well.
So, and once I click this button, I'm basically through with my information. So you'll love the ending, Queenie. You ready? There's a surprise in it. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on Doc and Queenie Classes. Whether you were live or on the replay, don't forget that you can still ask more questions on any information on this class or any other class or anything we share on our Facebook Live show. Put it on our Facebook page, Doc and Queenie Facebook page. We'd love to answer questions. If you want to reach out to Queenie, don't forget she's on social media as Kathy Weaver KC, or her website is kathyweaverkc.com. You can reach out to me, kitchengardenexpert.com, or Kitchen Garden Expert all over social media. Join us next Monday for another Doc and Queenie Facebook Live at high noon. We would love to see you there. Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your week and see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Oh, you just think you're taking over the whole thing, don't you?
I tried.
Terry Ann was mentioning on the Facebook thing. That's why I was paying attention to the feed. And Lisa also uses TubeBuddy. So Terry Ann appreciates the AI content, and Debbie's on with us as well, Debbie Miller.
Awesome.
So it's very cool to have our community here. And I'm just telling you what, Doc, the good news is the explanation piece, AI's been around since 1956 as a thing. And so that's why when a lot of people are like, oh, don't this and don't that, everything, stoplights. I mean, is that not true? That is AI as well. And so all of the things that we are wondering about as far as new technology, plus, like I say, every time I teach anything, I always say, forget what I just said, because it's going to be different tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Well, and since I'm heavy into YouTube, I mean, they keep changing their
Oh my gosh,
algorithm.
even I have noticed that. Yeah.
Everybody's like, adjust, do this. Yeah, something new popped up the other day when I was downloading a video, and I'm like,
Yeah. I
so
just got this
not
figured out, and now you're gonna
yeah.
change it. Yeah.
Now they're changing it. But yeah, there's a lot more that I could share, but I just wanted to give a general, and I'll probably do a part two, like with the Canva, we'll do a part two. Because like you just said, information is always changing, always being upgraded, always being updated. And it's push a button. That's how you learn.
1,000,000%. And I really do, first of all, appreciate everyone who joined us live or definitely on the replay. The rest of the story is when you don't know something and you start doing all the researching and the different things, the button pushing that Doc was mentioning, it's a matter of we cannot possibly use every tool in these ginormous toolboxes that we have now at one time. So
Right.
it's just a matter of think about this one, absorb it, see what if it's gonna work for you kind of thing. So I so appreciate this times a million because sometimes we don't even know what we don't know yet.
Right. Right. And just one suggestion, if you're curious about this stuff, I've done this before. Like I will try and block out some time, a couple of hours, and just jump on YouTube, search it. And if I don't want to search it, just go like jump into TubeBuddy, and just push buttons and just see what it does. And then do some searches on the YouTubes and see what their channel says. So it kind of keeps you, and then take notes. Always got to take notes. Because they all cross-pollinate and you're like, okay, was that TubeBuddy, YouTube Studio, or was that vidIQ? Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun to learn. I love learning, and it's amazing what comes out of the AI. And it's amazing how you can get it to work for you. And I think that's the point is manipulating information, getting it to manipulate information to communicate to others the way you want it to. Not plagiarizing. I've got one of my kids that uses ChatGPT, and I'm always saying, is that your original? Yeah. So
Don't forget to edit.
because there are AI programs out there that will say, oh, this is all AI. And you're like, yeah. So, but anyways, it was fun to share this information.
Now, I have used ChatGPT before, and every time I see Microsoft Copilot pop up, I'm always like, I'm going to just fight this every step of the way to learn one more new platform. But it is
Come to the
cool.
dark side.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I really mean it. It's very cool to learn new things. And I can't very well say, just push a button if I literally hit delete myself. So I'm going to be working on well, actually not today. I'm looking at this poor schedule, but it's going to be awesome to be able to see Copilot. And I really appreciate
next year you'll work on it.
Yeah, by then it'll be called something else. But I do appreciate the fact that you present this to us in such a way that I'm thinking, hello, even I can do it. And so I really do think this is a very cool video that we can watch over and over again. So thank you times a million for this, Doc.
Hopefully it was, I provided enough information. I got stuck in the areas I like, but we'll do it part 2, part 3. If somebody wants some specifics, like I said on the ending, put your questions in our Facebook page, and I might even just throw some videos out there too.
Absolutely true. And there can always be, of course, a playlist, Doc and Queenie classes, and all the names are going to be on there. So please remember, when you do get a video from either of our pages, Doc and Queenie, Kitchen Garden Expert, Kathy Weaver Casey, the YouTube channel, I always talk about those magic 3 dots. So when you see a video that you love, click on those 3 dots and it'll say save to playlist, and you add it wherever you'd like. So information I need to use, that way you can get it quickly, so you don't have to go through our 90 million videos to find out which one you're actually wanting specifically. So 3 dots, save to playlist, where do you want it? And then you can have it on your own channel. So I really do, like I say, Doc, I just so appreciate learning this much about AI differently than just kind of pushing your button yourself. It's kind of fun to see you push the buttons.
Thank you. No, thank you, Queenie. And thank you everyone for joining us today on Doc and Queenie classes. Like I said before, you can reach out to KathyWeaverKC.com or Kathy Weaver KC all over social media. See how fast I can say this, or KitchenGardenExpert.com or Kitchen Garden Expert all over social media. So until next time, have a great weekend Here in Kansas City, it's freezing. Hopefully it'll be 70 by 5 o'clock. It's possible. Hopefully it's warm by you, and we'll catch you on Monday. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.